Well, howdy, howdy, howdy. Nearly senior citizen here. Greetings, boys, girls, and all of our non-binary friends. And remember, no matter who you are valid. And welcome to this, a brand new day. Hokey smokes. I was 6 minutes into recording this when suddenly I got derailed so thoroughly. I figured it was better to start over than to try and fix where I was. Hokey smokes. It's a good brain day. I actually got to bed 1:30 last night, so I was awake at 5, able to half doze until about 7, and just refused to get out of bed until 8, until finally it was like, okay, I'm wide awake, I'm hurting, it's not helping to just lay here. So I got some sleep, not as much as I'd like, but some. So gabapentin works, and the melatonin gummies that I take, 10 milligrams, they work. So that's good stuff. Definitely a thumbs up for that. But hokey smokes. Yesterday, no, not even yesterday, this morning, that's one of the problems with my ADHD, is my morning feels like yesterday by the time I get to noon. So it is past noon that I'm recording this. Everything that happened this morning feels like yesterday. But while I was up in Port Orchard, I used my walker a lot because down, my body would renegotiate where down is a lot. If you at your center of gravity, you have a pendulum hanging, and it's going to point straight down, and it's going to run through your body, and then it's going to go between your feet right down into the ground, and that's where down is. But I needed my walker because while I was out walking, my body would renegotiate where down is, and that plumb bob at the end of the pendulum would start a swinging and a moving, where sometimes down, was still anchored at the center of my gravity, but would be reaching down into a spot 6 inches to the right of my right foot, where you got to suddenly make adjustments, or your body's going to adjust for that, and you're going over. So it's a good thing I had my walker a lot while I was up in Port Orchard. I used that a lot. Now, I didn't have to use it as much before that. And then I had to use it a lot. And then as soon as I got here, well, it's about 3 weeks before I started to feel good enough that I could start walking without the walker, and now I only really use it if I have to carry anything heavy. Now there's another kind of vertigo that I get, not just where that plumb bob that's pointing straight down goes, because 77 Arcturus talked about feeling a wave for vertigo, and their wave will go front to back. I have a side-to-side motion, but it's not where the straight plumb bob moves. This is a second, slightly less powerful form of gravity, still hooked to me by my center of gravity. Starting at the ground between my feet will do whoosh and pull and rotate up this way. So I'm still down. I know where down is, but I can also feel everything go woo off in this direction. Sometimes so strongly that if I don't go a walking or a moving in that direction, I'm thumping over. So that does happen. Both of those types of vertigo. Why? What? Maybe stress? No ideas, no clues. It hasn't been going on forever, but it has been slowly building up over years to the current state that I'm at, where I was just this morning on my walkies thinking about, should I be using my walker? And then figuring, nah, even though I was having vertigo issues while walking, where that second point of gravity was moving while I was walking, and I was testing things. I closed my eyes and walked. And I could go about 15 steps and open up my eyes. I didn't feel dizzy. And I wasn't, if this is here and this is here, and I was walking here with my eyes closed, I was about here. So I was doing a lot better. But then I got back and was thinking, yeah, I don't need to use my walker. Now there's a section of wall over there that extends outward because they're designed for your bed to be against that wall. But I don't like it that way, so I moved. So there's a section of wall there where my tables abut up against it. I was standing there doing I don't know what. And all of a sudden, after I've been thinking, yeah, I'm fine, I don't need to use my walker, I don't have any balance issues, all of a sudden, that plumb bob that tells me where down is went whoosh, and I went whoa fast, and I grabbed at that wall because down was straight that way. And I caught myself. But if I hadn't, it would have been a solid slam onto the ground. I don't know how and why suddenly that much, that hard, but oh my God. That was a shocker. Is it something that should be an eye-opener? I don't know. Things will all depend on what happens tomorrow. I mentioned how I need to call up the people that are going to be doing my colonoscopy on the 1st and make sure they've gone through the Veterans Administration. Because if they have, I have 2 appointments I have to cancel. If they have not, and I need to reschedule that, then I need to either cancel my doctor's appointment or my podiatry appointment. My podiatry appointment is for my bone spurs. While I haven't fixed the problem by wearing the work boots that I've bought and been wearing, the slightly restricted motion of, well, look at that, of my heel has made it a lot less of a problem. It's still an issue because, oh my gosh, it can hurt so much. But it's a lot less of an issue than it has been. So I think I'm going to cancel the podiatry appointment if I have to reschedule the colonoscopy so I can talk to my doctor about my vertigo now. Yay! Thumbs up for that. Put that arm, both of them pointing the way they should be. So yeah, that's the way things have been going. One of the reasons that my walk was not as big as it usually is not used to be, is I went to my storage unit and I traded in a game because I couldn't remember if I'd done it on the 1st, yes or no, and I want to reduce my choice paralysis on the solo board games and RPG games that I have, and so I traded out one of them and I've got One Deck Dungeon, Forest of Shadows. Now I played all the light off, I played One Deck Dungeon, the first one, the base game for that, and it's cool. And the people that were there when I did that enjoyed that, and that's good. So if you'd like to see that, there is a video about it. But I also would like to do this for the channel because part of the enjoyment I get out of my solo board game stuff is showing it to people so that they can see how fun these things are and decide whether or not they want to buy them themselves. That's why I do my Let's Plays stuff is, I mean, my Let's Plays and all that, I know I'm never going to get any great amount of viewers. I'm never going to make a great amount of money. I forget that YouTube pays me. When I hear some of the people, I just recently heard that some of these people going, yeah, if I just get a medium views on a video, that's only like $2,000-3,000. And I was like, I get paid like maybe once a year. I make so little. I forget that YouTube pays me. That'd be nice if I got the views, but that would require me to be able to change, and I'm not able to do that at the speed that YouTube requires. And plus, I started my channel not to become rich and famous. I started my channel because I needed something because my wife had died. And I had nothing. My entire support system had collapsed around me, leaving me alone with no one and nothing. I needed something to latch onto. And I latched onto YouTube. So I've been making videos to recover from the loss of my wife. If it hadn't been for this channel, I would not be alive. So I did not start this channel to become rich and famous. I started this channel so I would not die. Would it be nice if I could change and make videos that would get enough money that I get as much in a video that I get in the 5, 6, 7 years of doing YouTube videos? Yeah, it'd be nice. Would it be nicer to get views and such just so that people could see? Yeah, that'd be nice. I actually talked about that part on, it might have been Twitter, where somebody said, oh, I'm in a... Boy, I can't use the word because I don't want demonetization. I don't want to lose the few pennies. But the word rhymes. It's a boar, you know, a boar, the four-legged pig-like creature. I'm an attention boar. I love attention, not personal attention, face to face. I am an introvert. I have social anxieties. I have generalized anxieties. I am happy being by myself. So I don't want to be around people to have attention. I'd rather not have attention face to face so I could just be on the outer skirts of the crowd looking in without actually having to interact. But when it comes to online stuff, oh God, yeah, I wished that things had become different so I had been a published writer. There's so much stuff in my head that I wish I'd gotten out into books to have my name known. Now that there's, all this video stuff, sure, I would love to have a media empire. With all the stuff in my head, I've mentioned before, just the inside-outside razor's edge with the cryptid stuff. There is so much. There are movies, TV shows, graphic novels, comic books, more just inside in those settings alone. My therapist is saying that from what he's heard of my cryptid setting, that would be perfect for open world tabletop role-playing games. I mean, there's not from lack of ideas. It's just, I put it this way before, for someone who has undiagnosed and untreated issues like I did, these are much, much more difficult. But, boy, how did I put that now? I can't even remember what I was talking about because of ADHD. There we are. It's because of the ADHD. Yeah, where life is a 5-card poker game. You get that 5 cards. And everybody out there has been playing poker and, laying down 3 of a kind and full house and two sets of, full of 2. Good God Almighty, I can speak English. 2 of a kind, such like that. Where my hand has been 1 poker card, 2 cards for gin rummy, and the instruction card for Old Maid. I've never been able to get a hand because the 2 cards that are poker cards, well, one is a 2 of clubs and the other is a 7 of hearts. I've never been able to make a good hand and play it. And I've only recently found out why. Because of the ADHD and the attendant executive function dysfunction issues. I have had strong cyclical biological depression my whole life. Discovering that I am, in my late age, discovering that I am an autistic person. And then I have been just on my own, withdrawn, introvert, and with these social anxieties. Half my life I've been beating my head against the wall because why couldn't I do these things? And then I just gave up thinking I was a failure. But then finding out that, no, I've been beating my head against the wall, that everyone else has just been opening up the door, walking through, shutting the door behind them, and it's been that easy for them. Well, I've been beating my head against it my whole life. So yeah, I've gone to accept that there's that wall there, and Can I change fast enough for YouTube? I am an autistic person that requires routine and habit in my life. Maybe I could, if I had a team especially, but I only have some online acquaintances. So life is life, and that's okay. Because I still have things like this, and when I do my Let's Plays, it's because I enjoy something, and I want to show my enjoyment to others and see if they would like to enjoy it on their own as well. Plus, sometimes I just get a wild hair and decide to do something weird. For a time, I was doing 4 Minecraft Let's Plays where I had a different thing going on in each biome, where I had been dragged there from a different universe and realm by a force and left there to make my own life. I should do those again if I could figure out. I do have that. What are they? GoFundMe to try and get a new computer. Link is down in the description. If you could donate to that, that'd be awesome. So I could get a computer where I could record Let's Plays. That would be cool. It would really be nice. Another day I'll talk more about that. Right now I am just tired. And I'm just blathering more about nothing, more than I usually do. Or else this is just the way I have always done my videos, and only now am I just seeing it, which is more than possible. So thumbs up. Anyway though, if you are a Patreon patron, thumbs up and thank you so very much. Without your help, I would be badly hurting. But because I have your help, I'm only slightly hurting. And that is awesome. Thank you so very, very much. It is appreciated. Thank you, thank you. You are beautiful. You are beautiful and wonderful people. Not beautiful. I think that would probably be if you're blutified. Bluto from the old Popeye movies. I was going to say the old popcorn movies, but that's because I am insane and my tongue does not work properly. Thank gabapentin, since gabapentin made me garble my words periodically before. In the past couple of days, I have been doubling it because I had messed up and stopped taking it for a while. So I am double garbled and feeling weird because of that, so thumbs up. If you've left me a comment, thumbs up and thank you. I read as many of them as YouTube shows to me, and it does not show me all of them. It shows me a fraction. So if I do not thumbs up or heart your comment, I am so very sorry. I try to do my best to do that. But thank you, each and every one of you. Because I was given that laptop where the screen turned off back there, I am able to watch videos and I am able to type comments. Thank you all so very much. It does play some games. And it does not play some games well. I mean, there are some games that are supposed to be... I mean, even Fallout New Vegas at 1366 by 768 resolution. It is choppy. So it plays games, just not great. But still, it lets me type comments. And at this point, only this, my nerve compression and spinal stenosis, is what stops me. And oh boy, just typing causes so much pain up here. So yay on that. But thumbs up, thank you. You're all appreciated and wonderful people. Well, son of a gun, I'm going to wrap this one up, and I hope that your day is awesome no matter what. And if you'd like to get something done and you can't get it done, don't beat yourself up, because I suspect you have that same executive issue thing happening on a day-by-day basis and beating yourself up. Has it helped? No. Is it going to help? No. So, until we meet again, you take care. Have a great day today. I will see you on the flip side, and that is indeed a very good thing. And there's a little Baffy between my fingers. Oh boy. I guess technically your thumb is between my digits. There we go. Much more vague about the whole thing. I wish I'd set the bathroom light to go longer. I wouldn't be so grainy. Still, thumbs up. Thank you. You are beautiful. You are awesome. You are appreciated by me.